first-year student at New York University, Shanghai, and he was unable to make it today since he's studying in China right now. My daughter Claire, his granddaughter, is here today. My sister's older son Matthew, Michaela, with whom my father has spent quite a bit of time with. You all probably know that my father's life consisted 99% dedicated to his community and his ideals. He led a public life. The remaining 1%, we as a family were honored to participate in. And although it may seem that 1% out of a whole is very little, it actually was a very full experience. If you consider all of the public accomplishments my father was enabled to do, with all the newspapers that he had founded, all of the reporters, the editors, the editorial writers that he mentored, the churches that he fostered and supported, the community organizations here in the United States, and the political organizations in Korea that he supported. It's hard to imagine that one man in one lifetime could actually have a family life. But I can say on behalf of all of us, children, grandchildren, cousins, that we in fact had a very full family life. During the summer times and during our vacations, he was very fond of inventing family vacations. And probably the most extravagant family vacation he invented was in 1976, when during that summer vacation, he suddenly showed up at our house in Cerritos with a brand new Pontiac station wagon. It was white and it seated about probably 12 people. And he announced then that it was very important for us to understand the symbolic nature of the Olympics, and so that we were to pack everything and the very next day drive across the country to the Montreal Olympics in 1976. And that's what we did. It was remarkable to me that he drove the entire way. He didn't have a road map per se, he just knew that he needed to end up in Montreal. But what was gratifying to us is that during that journey, we stopped at many different cities throughout the United States, and we found out that he had many, many, many friends. In fact, by the time we got to Pennsylvania, we picked up Dr. Choi's family, his wife and Dr. Choi, and his daughter Johnny and younger daughter Jeannie, and they joined us on this extraordinary journey to Montreal. And that entire trip maybe took about 1 month of driving and exploring the country. And I think that extraordinary trip was not that extraordinary, as a matter of fact, because that's how my father lived. He always had in mind more than himself. He always had the warmth and generosity of heart to think of others. All along his personal and professional and spiritual journey, he has always met people that he was very fond with, who actually he was in love with. He once told me that the most important principle in life was not democracy or human rights or even freedom, all the things that he truly believed in. It was this Greek concept of agape love that is unconditional, that is pure. And so if you ask, my family, us children are cousins and our grandchildren, our family friends, what kind of man my father was. They wouldn't be able to tell you his entire life history in service to Korea, to the Korean American community, or even basic details about his professional life. But they would tell you all. They would tell you that he had the most loving and generous heart. And that is, I think, my father's legacy that he leaves with all of us. And we as a family are honored that we were able to participate